Hey guys, it's Shane again with One Shift at a Time. How are you doing? We're back again with the NHL Power Rankings. Another week in the book. Can you believe it? We're actually 20% done the season already. 82 games in the season. A lot of teams played 16 games already. Wow, I tell you, this thing is moving. So let's jump right back into this thing. We're into number 10 and the first time on this list. And honestly, they haven't even sniffed the top 10 in the last couple of years. So the recently hot LA Kings find themselves in a new territory in the top 10 here. They lost the OT to the Jets, but other than that, they do keep their point streak alive. They've won 7 in a row with that loss. That's points in the last 8 games, so that's pretty darn good. They host the Capitals, so we'll see if they can bounce back. But again, man, they're looking good and way better than they have in the last couple of years. Number 9, and a big drop this week for the St. Louis Blues. And honestly, it's a bit of a combination. Both their poor play, losing 2 games in a row here, and their the fact that teams around them are playing better. So, as I say, they go from 4th down to 9th. But again, losing 2 in a row will do that. Things don't get any easier as they have the Oilers coming up next. So, if they want to remain in the top 10, those losses, they do remain in the top 10 because those losses were to tough teams in Carolina and the recently hot Colorado. Man, Colorado is right on the edge of this list as well. Then we go to number 8, and speaking of first timers, we have another one here, and it's surprisingly once again out of California, a team that was just horrible, and this one's just down the road from LA, and that is Anaheim. And wow, number 8 Ducks. This sounds weird even saying, but they're on a 6-game winning streak, and not many teams in the NHL find themselves hotter than that. They're second in a very, very tight Pacific. I can't believe how tight things are in that Pacific. I think it's 4 teams right now are tied with 18 points. So they look to keep things going against one of the weaker spots in the Pacific as they face the poor Canucks. Hope things bounce back there. And number 7, as we continue with all these noob teams, like the continues as it goes, and this is going to really make at least one of my viewers very happy. But they finally are here, and they deserved it. So it's not like I just gave it to them. And that is the Winnipeg Jets. They are 8-3-3, and man, Hellebuck, he's stealing games for them, and that's what they need. That is the Jets team that wins, is when they win games by themselves, and then games that they're supposed to lose, Hellebuck just steals them. That's what the Jets need to be, and they have some back-to-back games coming against the Oilers, which I think is really going to be some amazing hockey. I think that Jets really need to be ready because the Oilers are going to come in mad. They're going to want a little revenge for the playoffs last year, I have a feeling, so can't wait to watch those games. Number 6, back in the top 10, we have the number 5 Washington Capitals. They got another 3 wins in a row, and man, this Ovechkin guy, it's like, is he 23 or is he 43? Because I don't know. Honestly, this guy is absolutely insane. He's not showing any age. He passed Brett Hull in the scoring record book race, and he just looks ageless. He's got 12 points, 12 goals, 12 assists, 24 points, and he's definitely still holding his own as he's only behind Draisaitl for the league in scoring. So they take on the Penguins, who are they're starting to look better. They're starting to get healthier again, but I think the Capitals still have this because they still have a lot of guys out. And number 5, this team's been on the list every week, and it's that kind of consistency that their fans must really love, and that is the 10-4-0 Minnesota Wild. And they're quietly, because I don't think a lot of people are paying too much attention to them, quietly putting together an amazing season. Kirill Kaprizov has kind of slowed down a little bit from his toward base that he had, but Hartman is having himself a season. So they look to continue that good start as they take on the Sharks. So we'll see how that goes. Number 4. Losers of 2 straight, but both in OT, so I didn't punish them too hard. It's the Florida Panthers. They still lead the league in points, and you know it's going to take more than 2 OT losses at that to drop them too far. They did get passed by a couple teams, but that's going to happen. I don't see them having 2 bad games in a row, so I think the Blues better watch out as they really. Sorry, no, that's the wrong one. At number 4, losers of 2 straight, but both in OT, so I'm not ready to drop them yet, and that is the Florida Panthers. And they still lead the league in points, so I'm really not going to punish them too far as they drop down. They probably need a coach though now. 2 in a row. They need someone to like steer the ship, because it's these times when you really notice the team is coachless. They do go in against the New York Islanders, who continue their world's longest road trip. So the poor Islanders are probably pretty tired at this point. So hopefully Florida can take advantage of that. Number 3, dropping 1 spot, we have the Edmonton Oilers. I can't not drop them when they lose to the Buffalo Sabres. I mean, the Sabres have not been playing very good. Like at the beginning of the season, yeah, that was a different story, but I'm not too worried here. That's why I only dropped them the 1 spot. I mean, I don't see this team having 2 bad games in a row, and they go against the Blues tonight, and I see them winning this. Hopefully the Blues can prove me wrong for all those Blues fans, but honestly, I don't know. We'll see. Number 2, jumping 7 spot, our biggest mover, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs, and man, they've been playing some great hockey. Their big 4 have shown up in big way, and now the other guys are starting to get in there. We got Riley, Kerfoot, Bunting, Spezza, they're starting to get points. Soupy is playing absolutely amazing. Jack Campbell is playing just awesome hockey. So it's great to see. They've won 8 of their last 9, so they're just really playing well, and they host Nashville next, so we'll see if they can keep it going. And for the second time in 3 weeks, the number 1 team is the Carolina Hurricanes. They're 8-2-0 in their last 10, 11-2-0 overall. Just only losing 2 games this far into the season. As I said, they've played a few less games. They've only played 14, so they're closer to about 16% of the season done. But Svechnikov and D'Angelo are putting up points, and Freddie Anderson's just shutting the door on the other end. So that is a great combination to have, and that's why Carolina finds itself in such a good place. They're only behind in points in the league because of how few games they played. So they do have a tough week coming up, though. They have Vegas, they have Anaheim, and they have the Los Angeles Kings. So as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share this thing around, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next episode.